I don't know if you're going to like this, Taurus, but I had a little download before your reading. I always have a little word with myself and think, right, Taurus, okay, I'm going to read for Taurus today. And the download that I got was somebody weaving a basket. You're like, I know, you don't have to tell me anymore, okay? By the way, just 5 of your cards have just dropped out in one go. And the way that the message that I got from this basket weaving thing was patience, that you are actually weaving something, that you are creating something. And I don't know if you've ever watched, I don't know why, but I've got a real thing about documentaries about people doing quite nice artisan things, you know, really calm. Anything like, you know, varnishing a boat. Or I saw one where somebody made crab or lobster pots and they were weaving those. And there's something about it. You've got to know what you're doing. Okay, it's not about getting sweaty. It's not about, oh my God, I've got to do this, because actually it will go wrong. And as Taurians, you are fixed earth. And hey, by the way, this is just to spread a little joy for you, Taurus. Thought it might cheer everybody up today. And me. And you're good, very, very good at the long game. It annoys other people you're that good at the long game. Sometimes it might annoy you, but you're onto something here. If you're, and I don't want to use the word waiting, because I think of waiting as a scarcity thing. You are being, and while you are being, you're observing and you're creating, okay? And the first card that comes out, and literally this one has just fallen out. These fell on the floor, this one fell upside. So this is your overall energy card, which of course, Taurus, is your card, the Hierophant. Say no more. Hierophant is about higher learning. It's about, again, long-term knowledge. It's also about spiritual ascension and moving the needle, okay? So for you, Taurus, whether this is to do with, you know, you're at a particular point in your career, or, you know, our life is our career. We tend to think sometimes, you know, we've got love life here, we've got family here, we've got job here. But actually being a human, it's a career, it's a full-time job, it's a life, it's a living. This is making my nose run, which I know it doesn't look glamorous, but it means I'm onto something, okay? And if I'm onto something, Taurus, you're onto something. This lightning and the fact that this crow, if it is a crow, I am terrible with naming animals, holds the key. And we're not talking any kind of low-rent Yale key like we've all got for our doors. We're talking medieval. You know this opens a door that is like about that thick, wooden slats. You know, the whole, one of those massive cast iron things where you're going, just to try and get that bad boy open, okay? I like this for you. Let's see what other cards fell on the floor, okay? Oh my God. Okay, we're going to look here at your life purpose. We're going to look at the whole picture. Parts of this is going to bleed into your love reading because there's not a whole lot of separation for you. Don't know why? Let's find out. There will be an extended love reading after the love reading, okay? So if the love reading really grabs you, it's the first link in the description box. You got some pretty hot cards that fell on the floor. Okay, lots of majors. The Lovers. How freaking gorgeous is this Lovers card? And are they flying geese? Help me in the comments. I think they are. I love this. The Lovers often implies that there's a choice. In your case, I feel like it's more about harmony. You know, we were talking about the weaving. When you weave something, you make patterns, you harmonize. I'm not saying I'm a master weaver, because I'm certainly not. I can't do anything creative at all. Most Taurians I know are creative in one way or another, okay? Or lots of ways, actually. There's something here when these birds fly like this, or when you see geese overhead, which is what I'm thinking, they take this V formation, and it's absolutely gorgeous to see. And there's something, you know, like Fibonacci sequences and things that are what the philosophers call a priori. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. We did get the hierophant card. In other words, they existed before we did. They're not out there. They're innate. We understand, you understand, Taurus, when you see something like that, that something great is going on. That there is a powerful pattern behind things, okay? You have the opportunity to draw the pattern in. God, I love this for you. Now look here. You also get, I love this card, you get the Hermit. This is one, the Hermit is probably my favourite tarot card. Let me know your favourite. Like if I'm, I don't know, I've suddenly lost my voice doing your reading. If I'm buying a deck, I'm going to look at the Hermit and the Seven of Swords. Let me know what you would look at. This is one of my favourite Hermit cards. I love the fact that this tortoise, I think that's what you call it, has the light on top of his or her shell. In which case, normally you've got the Hermit, you know, usually nearly always a man, apart from Lightseer's Tarot and a couple of others, in a sackcloth cloak thing, off to the cave, got the old lamp, you know. This is a lamp that is not in front of you. It's, if you can imagine it, imagine my diadem. My diadem of stars. Imagine if your light was up here. Okay, of course we're talking crown chakra activation here. Okay, imagine your light is up here. It's emanating out of you. You're almost producing it, but you can't see it. It's innate. It's part of you. It's a priori. Go and look up a priori. If you don't know it, it's A-P-R-I-O-R-I, two separate words. Okay. You're doing something very illuminating for others as well. So you may find that you're going in a direction of expanding your knowledge, but also shining it out to other people. For some of you as well, this is really important, whatever age you are as well, because, Christ, I've reinvented myself at different times in my life. And we are now, very luckily, I think, in a society where that's more possible, especially for women, when it didn't used to be, okay? Some of you have a calling. She says, the ultimate feminist wearing a crown, pointing with a lip gloss at the Hermit. I mean, this is where we are, you know, there's a bit of everything. I love that. I haven't even told you about the magic wand yet. We'll see what cards you get. In fact, this is yeah, I'll reconsider. Magic wand might come into it. Some of you don't know what this is, and you're kind of doing it anyway. There is a key to knowledge here. If we look at these three cards together, never mind the fact, Taurus, that they are all major arcanas, okay, which is a big deal. You're in the middle of a big deal, okay, huge. You've got a difference of direction to take. It's not necessarily a choice. You're pulling something into harmony. You're drawing others in with you. You're producing intelligence and knowledge. And frankly, some of you will be light workers. You're shining your light louder than you ever have before. And I'm aware that doesn't make sense, but that doesn't matter. Swing. Okay. I'm swinging for the Ace of Cups. Double swing. Love me. A bit of Ace of Cups coming into it. Now, I said already, our love life will cross over in this reading. Doesn't always. Sometimes it's quite segregated. God, you are killing my nose and my throat. If I come out in allergies, okay, it's a big reading. And it is. This is one of the nicest, most simple Aces of Cups. Wild Unknown is a great deck. There's a feeling here of more than just love. Ace of Cups, yeah. Love, got the lovers. We know we've got some love in the room, okay? There's love in the house. But it's also a very, very powerful fountain card where you are gathering information. Some of you as well, I feel, are coming out of because you can see with this card, of a darker place. So you may have had, you know, whatever has been going on for you, it feels like... well, if you look at this, think about rain, think about lightning, and there was a thunderstorm all last night as well. Love me a thunderstorm. Some of you had a bit of a shock, could have been a previous relationship, could have been, you know, you thought you were going in one way with a career or a life purpose and it turned out you were going another. It feels like the lovers and the birds taking flight are a freedom for you. You are weaving your way into freedom, but you are also, what you didn't know when those things were going on for you, the disappointment, and some of this could go back to when you were 5 years old or 5 years ago. We've got the Hierophant, number 5. I'm going to show you the cards actually as well. Had enough of my diadem. Yeah, you can see here with the Hierophant, this goes back, it's number 5 in the major arcana. Some of you are deactivating things that were, I wouldn't say planted, because I think planted sounds unnecessarily negative, and I don't know, I just don't want to say planted. Things that were just activated back then, okay? You're deactivating them now. There's been some difficult lessons going on for you in the past 4 or 5 years. And they may relate to when you were 4 or 5 years old. This is a card of wisdom. Somehow you manage to see what's going on here. This is a card of self-love. And I'm absolutely here for this. This is, it's moving you on somewhere, okay? The other card that we get, super sneaky, 7 of Swords. Yeah. Now, I want to take a couple more cards for that because that's got something to do with whatever went on there. What do we need to know, please, about the 7 of Swords? Oh my God, Taurus. The Tower. Wow. You know what? You're not supposed to have a magic wand for the Tower, but it is. So we're going to have one. God, you give a girl a magic wand, honestly. The sense of power overwhelming, Taurus. There's something amazing about both these things. There's something tricky, obviously, about the 7 of Swords. Something was tricky. Something was difficult. We've got a liberation here. Liberation usually comes at some kind of cost to you. I love this. Okay. Have you noticed, if we look at this whole reading, okay, like a bookend, you've got lightning at the Hierophant, you've got lightning at the Tower. You are busting old patterns. You are deregulating your nervous system. You are refusing to live in a way that was prescribed to you. And these are moments for you when you get this, when you hear this reading, when you find this reading, these are moments of great transformational opportunity. I almost don't dare look at the love cards, but I'm going to, because actually I'm quite interested to know what you're going to get. Okay. Sacred Rose Love Tarot, here we come. Tell me please about Taurus and love. Now for some of you this can be self-love, for some of you it's love for a friend, for others of you it's to do with a relationship. I don't know why that card's interesting, but it is. Oh my god, that's nice. Okay. Four of Swords is the first card that we get. When you get the Four of Swords, and this is again what we're talking about with your reading, Taurus, do you remember we were saying it's very, very important that you are understanding about weaving something, about not pushing. If you are in a situation where you feel in your love life or in your relationships in general, where you feel you've got to lay it on the line and where you feel you've got to really, really push, that is not where you should be putting your energy. This whole strip up here, whether it's for whatever element of your life, is about you pulling things back into harmony, pulling the energy back to you. Self-love, triumphing over betrayal and busting the patterns, okay? Breaking the chain, busting the patterns. Four of Swords is a card that says, you know, for me, shall I just be honest? It says, watch Gilmore Girls. Get a cup of tea and a box of Bouja truffles. If not, Little Women. Yeah. Practically any of them. But particularly the Laura Dern. Anyway, let me know, actually. Let me know, Taurus, because you are the kings and queens of downtime and doing it really well. What is your Roman Empire when it comes to, oh, I've had an awful day, or, oh, I need to stop trying so hard. You know, I'm looking after me now. Where do you go with that? I'm there, I've got my sofa dent, I've got Gilmore Girls or Little Women. Amazing. Ten of Pentacles. Now I'm loving this too. Ten of Pentacles I call my meat and potatoes card. And if I ever do make a tarot deck, which I really want to, but don't know how to, so if anybody knows what the process is, please do hit me up in the comments. Ten of Pentacles, I call it meat and potatoes. And that's what I would do for my Ten of Pentacles. Probably a roast dinner. Because Ten of Pentacles is not necessarily, oh my God, you know, we're riding off into the sunset. I think you're the best thing since sliced bread. There's all this love in the air. It's not. It's what my friend used to call wet tights on the radiator. It's that brilliant point. And to be honest, it's what I call real love. And I think most Taurians know this. Because I've got a lot of Taurian friends and it's absolutely the department you shine in. Which is that love is made up of small moments. And I'm talking not the small moments, particularly just of romance, but you've got wet tights, you put them on someone's radiator. Having wet tights is really miserable. Wet socks are really miserable. You dry them on someone's fire or radiator, you're looked after. Love for other people, love for your children, love for your pets, love for yourself. Small acts of kindness. And the way that you know, Taurus, that someone else is loving you is because they put your tights on the radiator, because they care if your feet are wet. Not necessarily because they bought you a huge bunch of roses or whatever, you know, the thing is. Honestly, the nicest thing that a partner has ever done for me, I remember once, it was that time of the month, and a partner changed the bed. The whole thing. I didn't feel very well. There wasn't a load of mess in it or anything, but it, you know, it hadn't been changed in a while. Who wants to do the bed? You want to slide in, and a Taurus would know this better than anyone. All you want to do is put some good slipper socks on and slide into a clean bed. You know, have a shower, get into that bed and just forget the world. And that partner changed the bed. Without asking, without saying anything, went and had a shower. He went, good night, see you later, sleep well. Oh my God, that's love, okay? These are the little things, the things we do for our pets. My God, the things you have to do for dogs. I don't have a dog. My sister has a dog. I see people with dogs. Dogs very cute on the beach, all that. But by God, there's some real loving maintenance goes on, and you know what I'm talking about. And the same for cats. I do have cats. Okay, so Taurus, the long and the short of it here is that when it comes to love, whatever kind of love, you are looking for a string of small but beautiful moments. You are not looking, well, I don't think you are, for the razzmatazz. Maybe you are, but I'm probably saying that you're looking in the wrong places if you are. Each to their own, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. King of Swords. I want to take another card for this. The Knight of Swords. Oh my God. Okay, some of you might be vibing, obviously, with an air sign here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But also, this is a level of communication. And also, when the King of Swords is in the mix, and I'm not saying this is the case, it can, but my nose is saying it might be. Oh my God. I've got to go meet someone in town after this. They're going to look like a complete mess. Maybe I'll just wear the diadem and hope that they don't notice. This King of Swords can be somebody who is difficult to know, like they're difficult to talk to about feelings. It can be a situationship person. It can be somebody who's really intelligent and really quite spicy, you know, as in, it's what I'd call a difficult dog to keep on the porch. Let me know in the comments if this is your thing. And we all have a thing for this, you know. This is someone who we don't quite know. I'm really, really relating to this for some of you, okay. Somebody who maybe the relationship is a lot about texting rather than talking, or you're just going on dates or whatever's happening, but you don't feel you're into the meat and potatoes bit. You're more in this rather disjointed, I'm getting. Because Taurus, you are a very integrated sign. I know a lot of Taurians. I get on well with Taurians. They're not like, I'm a Pisces, you know, we're nothing like you, but I get it. It's like Taurians, you want to go to their house. Their house is like a hug. And it's the earth. Taurians are very integrated into their body. They like massage usually, touch, skin, you know, nice feeling fabrics. Nice, it's always comfy in a Taurian home. Things feel good. Don't have to be expensive. They just feel comfy and nice and right and integrated. And this is someone who is not like you. They are not comfortable with themselves in the way that actually, truth be told, you are. Somebody may have tried to disrupt your comfort when you were younger, but it wins through for you as a Taurian. It does. You know how to make a happy home out of anywhere. I've been to Taurians where there's, you know, we've all, in that era when we're all in shared houses, you know, and God knows, it's like 7 people, you're all living in a room, all that kind of stuff that we were doing. And the Taurian room, or the Taurian friends, made their room into a home. And they didn't have much to do that with, because we didn't have any money or anything. But their room was always comfy. You know, you always wanted a hot chocolate in their room. So this is very exciting for you. It's attractive, it's appealing because it's very opposite. You don't know how to get to the bottom of this person or their behaviour. It's tantalising. I get it. I'm not judging either way at the moment. I'm going to take a couple more cards actually. The Knight of Swords, of course, turns into the King of Swords. This is about often getting a message that is quite, you know, straight in there. No holding back. I'm going to take a couple of these cards for this. Oh, I don't mind that at all. Ace of Pentacles is fantastic. Okay. And the Ace of Cripes. Okay, good. Taurus, it feels to me, and that third one begged to come out. Oh, God. The Emperor. Woof. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Not going to lie, wasn't expecting it to be that good, and it is. Maybe you're not expecting it to be that good, and it is. You get the Emperor, which is divine masculine, taking charge, initiating, coming up with something. Woof. Loving that, actually. You get the Ace of Swords, which of course is an ace, has the lightning. This can be quite sudden, and especially as you're getting it with the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. I think, and I don't know if you've done anything to change this, because tell me in the comments, I just can't sense that at the moment, because I'm sort of reading the other person or the whatever energy here. It feels to me as if, well, two aces together are lush for a start. Ace of Pentacles is my meat and potatoes. You got your 10, you got your ace. It's the beginning that leads you to the 10. I feel like a situation that maybe was a situationship or was something that was slightly unreliable, slightly unseeable, or something unsomethingable. We don't actually need to get that word right, thank God, because I'm not gifted with brilliant words at the moment. You're going to get a message and an insight. Now, the Knight of Swords normally means someone will deliver a message. And with an Ace of Swords, it's like an epiphany. I feel like they have had an epiphany. Have you dumped them? What have you done? Tell me. Spill the tea. Come on. I want my crown for you. Here comes the emotional blackmail. Give me the tea in the comments. No, you don't have to. Okay. Yes, you do. Let me see. I'm excited about this. I'm going to take a couple of Love Oracle cards. Where are they? One moment, Taurus. Actually, yeah. Let's have these. Right. This is the Lenormand love set that goes with these. It's called Scarlet Rose Lenormand. In the extended reading, I'm going right down to your person. You know, we're practically like when you go to prison. You know, we're stripping it down, we're hosing it off with one of those really big hoses. And then maybe we throw the lice powder, but I don't know yet because we haven't seen. I don't think so, actually, looking at these cards. But anyway, we're going to be hosing them off. And we're going to be having a good old look around and seeing what they're about. How do they feel? What's going on with them? Oof, here we are. What's going on with them and you? I'm going to need to put my readers on for this. God, look at those. Jesus, honestly. Probably can't see. These are my £1.29 glasses. Hang on, Taurus. Hang on. Oh my God. Right, okay. That's good. You get the mirror. Reflection, self-awareness, and perception. Taurus, I feel... I do want that one, actually. Whoa! Limitations, restrictions, feeling trapped. And I want the bottom one. Oof! Bouquet, beauty, joys, gifts, creativity and hope. Okay. Look at these, how they mirror the reading. Yeah, in the extended, I'm going to look at how they feel about you. I'm also going to do some shadow stuff to see what's going on behind the scenes. What is the light on top of there in the Hermit? I'm going to look at the Seven of Swords, of Tower. I'm going to look at the whole lot. We're going to clarify. We're going to use different decks. First link in the description box if that's what you want. Okay. This mirror is how you, and I'm getting the word drag to yourself, how you dragged yourself up from this, whatever that was. You, self-awareness, perception, you have had a bit of an awakening. I find Taurus, as you know, to be deeply psychic signs. And all you need to do is turn towards yourself, which is what the mirror represents for me. And you've come into alignment with something that makes you more powerful than you were. I don't know if this is an ex. I don't know if it's someone where it was, you know, there's been some ebb and flow. I can't work it out. There's definitely something. You've got the birdcage, the limitations, restrictions, feeling trapped. That's your Tower card where you break that. You're not prepared to go back in the cage. And you won't. You won't, Taurus. I'm pointing my finger. I'm wafting my wand. You're the first one I've used the wand with, and of course it's shiny. I love shiny, but it's feeling good. And then we get the bouquet. Beauty, joy, gifts, creativity, hope. This is all tied in together. You've got more creativity. You've got more freedom. Honestly, and this is always such a good place to get to. You're at a place where even if it doesn't work out, whether it's the job, whether it's the love, whatever it is, you're okay with it. And you know what happens when that happens. Good things happen. That's how the universe makes things happen. We all wish that when we were like lying on the floor, eating that Ben & Jerry's straight out of the tub, it's too hard, but we don't care. We're chipping that bad boy off with a knife. Hit the like button if you're with me. Please tell me that's not just me. When you go to that ice cream and you're like, I can't wait for you to melt. I'm going to use the scope. You've got your best kitchen knife. You've actually cut the thing in half just to chip it out. When you're in that low, which is whenever I go for that ice cream, salted caramel Haagen-Dazs, if you don't mind. But, you know, anything will do at that point. The universe does not reward us at this point, which I think is deeply unfair. But we all know, right? You know enough about karma, Taurus, to know that the universe ain't giving you anything at that point when you really need it, because you're needy. Back to the beginning, you're weaving your future. You're a craftsman. You're a craftswoman. Craftsperson? You're a crafter. I don't know. I don't like it when it's craftswoman or craftsman. Just, you're a crafter. You're an artisan. Oh, yes. Hallelujah. Oh, I get all these comments going, for God's sake, stop using that freaking wand. You are crafting something. You are not prepared to make yourself a hostage for happiness. Woof! Woohoo! Channeled message. I'm very excited, just in case you didn't know. Okay, I'm going to go do your extended reading. I am going to use all sorts of different weird and wonderful decks out of the tarot cupboard, which is over there, which I can't let anyone see because Taurians are much tidier than I am and it's an absolute mess. But we're pulling some bad boys out. We're having a look. We're looking behind that mirror. We're looking behind the veil, okay? We're looking at the person. We're looking at you. We're looking at if they're hiding anything, because we have got the Seven of Swords. So, you know, due diligence, we need to have a good look. We're looking at the best way forward And basically we're looking for you, your happiness, your best way forward, and anything you may need to know that you don't already know or see, that the tarot feels like serving up to us. Okay? Okay, Taurus, I feel like we've just had a coffee and a really good, you know, when you meet a girlfriend, you have a coffee and a really full-on confessional chat. Yes. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.